Hello and welcome to Flavors and Knowledge. I'm your host, Steve Cascioni. Alongside of me, my good friend and five-star chef, Walter Potenza. Hey, good to see you again. We come to you from this beautiful designer kitchen showroom at Rhode Island Kitchen and Bath, right on Jefferson Boulevard. And you're telling me, Chef, off camera, you love working in this kitchen.
This is a beautiful setting. They have been designed properly.
What are you coming up
Well,
with?
you know, I mean, you're coming out Lent, and of course people are, but this would be the dish that I'm making first. It's probably the tail end of the Lent period.
Right. We do eat
seafood,
a lot of fish during the Lenten
seafood,
period. Yep.
And a lot of legumes. The idea of, especially in a Catholic world, to minimize the richness of a lot of the foods.
Correct.
So this is very simple. We're using a New England sole here, and we're going to do this poached. Poaching is, in my estimation, one of the greatest gifts in the technical world of gastronomy. The ability to extract all the flavors from a specific fish,
So,
in this case sole.
Poaching is not like boiling, or it's not like frying, it's like in between?
It's running the low temperature, bringing the broth or whatever liquid you're using to a light simmering around the food so that it never breaks it down. But the key is to extract all of the nutrients from the specific protein that you're using, and while maintaining the integrity of the fish in this case.
So where did that come from, the poaching? What process? I mean,
the
country or?
No, it's always been around. Poaching is part of one of the technique, is like broiling, sauteing, and frying.
Right,
those are part of the techniques of the whole classic. But I don't think enough chefs use this. As a matter of fact, we have a tendency, especially with fish, in over-covering the fish with some sort of a nuts, pistachio, and very few people really treat the fish right. And why would you pay $17 a pound for salmon and then bury it in some sort of a coating? It's absolutely nonsense.
So show us how you poach. I'm interested because I've never done it.
Yeah, this is simple. We're going to begin in this case with a little bit of extra virgin. We're going to use garlic and a little bit of chopped ginger. Garlic in the Mediterranean world is not, especially among Southern Italian, is not ingested as we think here in the United States, where we seem to think that Italian food is about eating garlic, baiting in olive oil and basil. Garlic is usually left this size, see?
Yeah, so it's not chopped.
So that it can be pushed aside. The idea is to remove, through the cooking process, some of the milky substance that the garlic offers, and get the perfume into the oil, which we have right now. But swallowing, ingesting it, I don't think is done necessary. That's a personal view. And I know that on my social web, I'm going to get all kinds of insults. But
well, a lot of food, we do chop up the garlic, but I can see your point.
We chop up the garlic and some of the stuffings.
Yeah.
You know? So this is, and so we're going to flavor the oil just slightly, and that's the key. The key is that the first 3 minutes of the preparation of any dishes are fundamental, Stephen. You know, the dish that you build, it's just like building any building.
Right.
You go in stages.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's what we do. We do a little bit of the ginger on the inside.
Nice. You need a spoon?
We're done with that.
Okay.
There we go. And we put this over the fire. See? It's not cooking anymore. The garlic is not turning brown. That's what you don't want. The bitterness process begins the moment the garlic begins on the outskirts to turn brown.
I know. I've had that happen a few times.
It goes from sweet
to bitter.
So here we're going to use some little bit of grape tomato. You get a little sound that you like. Give it a quick squish. Go back there. And we begin with the wine. We're creating the liquid.
Okay. White wine? Any special kind of wine?
Just white.
Okay.
This is I'm using a Pinot right here, Pinot Gris. And right now we're going to bring this to a boil. Okay. And then we'll add a little bit more liquid. If you do a seafood, you use a seafood broth that you can make with bones. You can buy seafood stock and so on. But for you at home, it's much easier to get a vegetable broth, which is neutral,
Right.
and it goes very well if you are a vegetarian.
Yes, I use vegetable broth a lot of
Yeah,
different things.
and this is very easy to make. I use the celery, carrots, peels, and onion peels, water and salt.
That's easy.
That's a. The carrot gives that color
Right.
because of the beta carotene that it's inside. Okay,
It's supposed to be good for your eyesight.
it's very good.
Can
Huh?
you see better?
You ever seen a rabbit with the glasses on? Right?
Chef, you're becoming a stand-up comedian now.
Absolutely
Oh.
not. The sole has been filleted. Buy the freshest fish that you can find. Always have a relationship with a fishmonger, someone you can talk to, someone
trust.
someone that can give you information on what's coming in. The regionality is very important. This is Atlantic cod. It comes from George's Bank.
Off the George's
where
Bank.
It's a
Yep.
very rich area. We are blessed with this kind of
Our seafood, we are very lucky.
this kind of gift. So we put the skin down. Okay, Stephen?
Yep.
We're going to lower the fire, as I said. A light simmer. Okay. And we just position on the inside.
Nice.
Yeah. And so we fill the actual pot. And we just bury these little guys, okay?
Okay. You're poaching. We're poaching.
We poaching it.
How long?
This is it won't take much. 7,
Okay.
8 minutes and
All
it'll
right.
be done.
Okay. All right, Chef. Hey, we'll be right back, but right now we're going to show you some great stuff that's going on at Rhode Island Kitchen and Bath Design. They've got some amazing seminars coming up.
Welcome to the RI Kitchen and Bath Seminar Series, where you can learn the ins and outs of kitchen and bath remodeling and design from the experts themselves. Get inspired by seeing the latest products and designs in our beautiful showroom floor.
So today's topics, we're going to go over kitchen and bath design trends, just a few things that we're going to touch on.
Today's topics are going to include levels of remodeling, budgeting, and then 10 steps to a successful remodel.
I'm Joni.
And Dave from Bristol, Rhode Island. And we've come here to Rhode Island Kitchen and Bath seminar because we are starting a planning for redoing our kitchen and half bath laundry room.
This is our second visit that we've done here, and we really enjoy it very much. And we're definitely going to use Rhode Island Kitchen and Bath because they take care of everything.
It's important to have somebody, working with you in this time to really help guide you through all of those decisions there are to make. Sometimes people are a little overwhelmed by how many decisions there really are.
Attention was paid to every detail. There was a very thorough inspection before the project even started, so that the company was already aware of any problems that already existed that had to be addressed, and they were also able to alert us, my husband and myself, to any problems that also might occur.
Say you plan your whole space, you go to put the toilet in, the building inspector comes out and you haven't left 15 inches from the wall to the center of your toilet, and everything else is so tight that nothing else can move. That's not going to pass. So it's really important that you're measuring and taking into account all those different codes and stipulations.
We are a very well-established company. We've been in business for 29 years. We have kitchen and bath remodeling down to a science, so we're very experienced in terms of code requirements and safety regulations that need to be followed. We also have, an award-winning team of designers here. We really offer people a lot of expertise and peace of mind in, getting these projects done.
Visit RIKB.com for a list of the upcoming seminars and to reserve a seat for the next event. Or come to our showroom floor located on Jefferson Boulevard in Warwick.
Since 1981, Garden Hills Fruit and Deli in Cranston has been your neighborhood market. Springtime is the perfect time to discover what's in store. From the freshest produce to the highest quality certified Angus beef, Garden Hills has it all. Everything you need to make your Easter celebration delicious and delightful. Our made-to-order deli sandwiches are the best around. We cater party platters, antipasto trays, finger sandwiches, and so much more. Garden Hills Fruit and Deli is a trip to Italy for your senses.
The innovative Go Rehab program at Bannister Center is revolutionizing rehab in Rhode Island. Featuring advanced rehab technology and on-site physicians, the Go Rehab program gets residents back home quicker and stronger. Healthier eating and cutting-edge treatments help get Go residents home faster than conventional programs. Perks like smart TVs and Netflix are great too.
If you need rehab after injury or surgery, I recommend Bannister Center. Go there, get stronger.
Hey, welcome back. We done,
We're
Chef?
almost done. Let's smell this baby, yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, so we got a couple more steps, Stephen. A little bit of black pepper, not a lot.
Okay.
Okay, because there's already a little bit of salt
Now,
in
wait,
the stock.
I'm a spicy kind of guy, so if I put
You
a
can
little
do
more,
that.
can
Yeah,
I use
no.
red pepper too if I want?
You can do that. You can make
I
it
like
spicy.
red pepper with fish.
On these lessons, as we call it, it's a cooking show, but really it's a cooking lesson,
Yeah.
we hope. That's what we try to
Right,
deliver.
right.
We make the food what we call balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's up to your individual, where you come from, your heritage, your geographic location. Everybody changes, the flavor depending the way they like.
All right.
Lemon is always added at the end. What you don't want is a lot of acid in there. You just want a little bit.
Nice.
And you want to perfume the fish,
Yeah.
but not overdo it and boil it.
Right,
You don't want to
right.
boil the lemon anymore
Okay.
because of the acidity content. So we do just a little bit of that,
That's nice.
just to shake a little bit. And then I bring it here. Now the idea, I'm going to try not to break these little guys. And it's holding firmly, see?
Yeah, that looks good. Smells good. Smells amazing. That's nice.
And so you could do 3 to a portion, Stephen,
Yeah.
At the top we put salmon roe.
What's that?
These are the eggs of the salmon.
Oh, little fish eggs.
Yeah,
Ah, That's a nice touch.
a little bit over the top.
Oh, look
Okay.
at that. Very colorful too.
And we finish it off with some of the broth. And this can be served with a couple of slices of Italian bread.
Ooh, that's nice.
Right? Finish with extra virgin olive oil.
Look at that.
And the simplicity of this dish is such that all the flavors are inside this plate. Just work it minimally, buy the best that you can buy, and work on the flavors. People usually use some oregano here. They can put marjoram. I'm not a big fan of either one of them because they both take over the flavor of the broth.
Yeah.
So
That looks great, Chef.
a little bit of green, and that's a
that's a healthy dish.
It's absolutely beautiful. You're looking at 400 calories at the most.
That's great. Thank you so much, Chef.
Always a pleasure.
And thank you for joining us. Stick around. We're going to talk about wine. That's coming up.
The finest extra virgin olive oils, imported balsamic vinegars from Modena, Italian specialties, and gifts. These are the ingredients of happiness. Tony's Colonial, from Italy with love.
I have some sliced garlic here, right here, with nothing in a pan, and I'm going to put in flour these little chicken tenderloin that I purchased so that I can coat them a little bit. I flip the chicken and I don't tap it. I don't want the liquid to come out. So we're going to deglaze this with a little bit of dry white wine. The next thing we do is we squeeze the lemon, and I'm going to leave the lemon with the skin inside. So I'll put basil on the inside, chicken broth here, because I need the sauce. The flour that we put on the chicken thickens the sauce, you see? Dry apricot. So what we have here is the sugar that it's inside here. This is a natural sugar. There's no sugar added to this. You can use whatever dry fruit you like. Now I'll remove this chicken and we continue making the base. Good cooking is never more than 3 or 4 ingredients on a plate. Right now we're gonna add some steamed spinach that I had here and the crunch factor, chickpeas. I'll put the apricot, and then we finally give the chicken one more quick warming, and we put it over the top. And the chickpeas go around. Oh man, look at this. And because you start with a natural fat, such an olive oil, you always finish with a natural fat over the top. You drizzle it, so you have 2 types of flavor. You have the flavor of the olive oil while we were cooking the chicken at the beginning, and we have the raw taste of the olive at the end. All right? Simple food for everybody. Okay? So there are no thick sauces, no thick creams here, none like that. We take advantage of all the natural ingredients that are found every day in your local supermarket. There's nothing to it. Come by and check out the beautiful new space. Meet its team of skilled healthcare professionals and get a taste of healthy living. Come to Bannister Center and get stronger.
The soil content and the weather plays a big role in the grapes?
Terroir is always very important in winemaking. It's basically all of your factors. The wind, your water, what kind of weather you normally have. They all play important roles in how the grapes are going to grow.
Do you recommend room temperature? Do we recommend it being a little on the cool side? I know red wine's a little tough to decide.
Depends on the person. I do have mine chilled down a little bit around, you know, you can be around 55, 58 degrees, and it's totally fine, but you can go up to room temperature. It's going to play into the aromatics.
Okay. Now, when people come in, and I was reading about this, you may see on some of the labels DOC or DOCG. What's that mean?
It's an easy way to recognize quality, to recognize that the wine is from a specific place. DOC, DOCG, IGT, they're all different levels. Most Super Tuscans that you find are going to be IGTs.
Yes.
So it's basically wines of a specific area, but that area is very wide. DOC is wines that are guaranteed to be from a much smaller area, and the majority will be coming from a specific vineyard.
Right.
And your DOCG is an even smaller circle.
So those are the better. And you know, I often talk about some people, what they do before they serve the wine is they open it and then they let it breathe. Is that something you should always do? Or does it depend on the wine?
Well,
you know, they let it breathe for maybe 10, 15 minutes, and sometimes people will decant it as well.
Absolutely. If it's a champagne, no, don't do that.
No, you don't want to do that, right.
If you're going to have a nice full red, it never hurts to decant. For the most part, if you pour heavily into the glass, it's fun to make a presentation out of the bottle and pour gently. It's elegant. But what it doesn't do is allow for oxygen to come in contact with the wine.
Okay.
Normally when you have a bottle, you kind of want to pour a little heavy. The wine will dance in the glass. It gets more oxygen. Then it's going to open up fuller. Swirl judiciously, and you're going to have the same effect as a decanter without having to drink all of that wine in the next couple of hours.
Okay. So what's the difference from champagne to Prosecco?
The grapes. So only Glera is for Prosecco, where champagne can be Chardonnay, Pinot Meunier, or Pinot Noir. True champagne, for the most part, can only come from the Champagne region, with the exception of a couple of vineyards in California that are actually grandfathered in. So with champagnes, you get that fine pearl, tiny pearl-like bubble, and that is due to that second stage fermentation.
And those are more expensive.
They are.
Great advice. Thank you.
The finest imported cheeses. A superlative selection of pasta. Quality delicatessen of every kind. These are the ingredients of happiness. Tony's Colonial. Eat happy.
Well, we're back. Now it's time for dessert, Chef. I mean, you made the fish was amazing. I ate half of it while we were at break. Is that all right?
No, that's fine. I kind of thought you would anyway.
So another dessert?
These are called the spoon desserts.
Okay.
So in the Mediterranean world, not everything is a cake. Not everything is a buttercream. Actually, incidentally, very little buttercream in our desserts. Desserts, you know, growing up, it could be just a little bit of cheese with fresh fruit. To us, it would be a dessert. Here, unfortunately, we have to finish a meal with carbs. I don't know who wrote that.
And layers and layers of cake.
And it's just like after you had a beautiful meal, you finish with a layer cake. I mean, it just you got to go to the dentist. Anyways, this is fresh ricotta. You can buy the best ricotta that you like. Ricotta is a cheese that means exactly cooked twice. Ricotta, cooked twice. Just like biscotti, cooked twice. That's what it means.
Nice.
Because they make this from the whey of the cheese. The leftover whey from the cheese, they actually make another cheese, ricotta. It's great on bread. In the morning, you can spread it on your favorite toast. sprinkle a little bit of honey over the top, and you go on. Growing up, I used to put it between the loaves of bread and so on.
Fill it with pasta. You can stuff it. There's a lot
Right.
of
So
different
we're gonna begin this. We're gonna just mix it with almond meal, which you can find anywhere. These are ground almonds.
And what?
It is. Yeah, and nothing else. This is the product that, if you ever heard of almond milk, almond milk is made by grinding the almonds, adding water to it, and then strain it. Whatever strains out of this, it's called almond milk.
Wow.
Because there's not an animal that I know that is called almond. Okay. So. All right, so you do a little bit of liquor. In this case, you begin mixing.
All right, sure. I can do that.
And gently you break the lumps.
Yep.
You'd like to do
Go
that with the
ahead.
back of a spoon. Little Gran Gala. This is an orange liqueur.
Grand Marnier, right?
Or Grand Marnier. You may use whatever you like in this particular mixing. We're going to use a very little rose water. Rose water, orange water, widely used in the Mediterranean basin countries.
What is rose water? It's becoming very popular, in this country.
It's an extract from roses.
Really? Seriously?
Yes.
Rose petals?
Yes.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Oh, and it has a taste?
Smell that,
Oh, yeah.
And you can use only a little bit. As a matter of fact, in one of our classes, a lady uses this entire bottle to make a cake, and then she said, well, you didn't tell me how much to use.
Didn't
I
taste
said,
good?
Well, I said, I didn't have to. But
Became
when
a
it comes to
floral
all-
design.
Yes. So we put a couple of drops of this, baby.
No kidding. I never thought of that. I thought it was just that it's rose petals.
Yes, yeah.
That's
It's
incredible.
the liquid that comes out of the rose petal.
Right,
on
right,
the bottom.
right.
Little orange zest, Stephen.
Okay.
Good. Doing good. All right. And I'm going to give you dry apricots. For color primarily. You can use dry pears. Dry fruit is always advisable. Some sort of a crunch. And we're going to have 3 layers of texture here. These are the apricots.
All right.
Good. Now we're going to need the sugar. Fortunately, we cannot walk away from this. Go ahead. I'll stay a little bit light on that. But I'm going to give you a liquid because you're going to need a little orange.
Just orange juice?
Orange juice, which came out of the orange that I peeled for the rind that I gave you.
I love that you don't waste anything, Chef.
No. So now you have to whisk it.
Okay.
Yeah. And so this is one of those dishes that gets chilled in a refrigerator, and then you position it in a beautiful serving glass. And when your guests arrive, you just spoon it out. That's why it's called spoon desserts. It's eaten with a spoon. Yeah.
No nuts?
Nuts at the end when we present. I'm going to
All right,
just
go
take
ahead.
over and finish
Yep.
this. And it's simple enough that you can add cookies to this, you can add a biscotti, you can add pieces of cake, you can add whatever you like on the inside, okay?
Nice.
So you try a little bit,
Sure, I'd
and
love
I'll do
to.
the same thing.
Go
Let's
ahead.
see what we have. Ah,
Good. You can taste the orange.
oh yeah.
A platter of perfect pasta salad, mouth-watering chicken cacciatore, delicious panzanella salad, the perfectly catered party. These are the ingredients of happiness. Tony's Colonial. Eat happy.
We were looking for a company. We wanted a place that had a great reputation, which Rhode Island Kitchen and Bath definitely does, and also where we could have everything done in one place.
They gave us a schedule at Rhode Island Kitchen and Bath showing exactly who would be at our house and exactly what would be done, and it was a daily schedule. At the end of the process, kitchen was completed earlier than anticipated.
We just got such a good feeling about this place. You know, they welcomed you in, they had professionals working here, and these people were design experts. That's what I felt. And their ideas just clicked with what we were looking for, and we didn't even know it.
Absolutely. I would agree with that 100%. These designers were moving us more into a lifestyle that we know we're going to live into and retire in.
I just can guarantee that if you or anyone else decides to use Rhode Island Kitchen and Bath, they'll be thrilled with the work, and they'll know the price beforehand, they'll know what's going in beforehand, and what they planned for is what they'll get.
We had known about the fact that they were a design-build firm and did things from soup to nuts, as Rebecca said. But if I have to answer the question as to what surprised us about it, the company. I think it was just how exceptional they are at all elements of what they do. Everything from the design consultation to pushing and prodding us in the right direction to help us make decisions about things, to the pre-construction work and all the way through the construction. I've been continually amazed at how good they are at every phase of that.
Rhode Island Kitchen and Bath invites you to attend Chef Walter Potenza's cooking workshops live right here in our showroom. June 20th, the chef will show you the secrets of making your grandmother's gravy. On September 12th, the chef will teach you how to successfully make 2 types of risotto. And on December 5th, centerpiece-worthy holiday dishes. Visit rikb.com to learn more and to register for these delicious and informative workshops.
Scrumptious veal parmigiana, perfect polenta, elegant eggplant, a prepared meal for you and your family. These are the ingredients of happiness. Tony's Colonial, from Italy with love.
That's delicious.
Yeah. So we...
How long do you refrigerate it for?
30 minutes.
That's it? And how long can you keep these in the refrigerator?
Oh, this will stay 3-4 days.
Nice.
There's no problem.
So you can make it ahead of time if you have
Oh,
dinner.
absolutely. If you have a guest over the house, you make it, and then when the guests come in, you present it.
Look at that. That's
And then
nice.
Over the top.
Woohoo. Good job, chef.
Okay. Simple enough. So as soon as the spoon begins folding the almond meal inside, the reason why I put it over the top is so it doesn't get soggy.
Right.
Right? So the moment you fold it, the almonds will stay crunchy.
Nice. Good job, chef.
Easy.
Excellent.
Enough. All right.
Thank you so much for spending
Thank
time
you.
with us.
Always a pleasure.
All
to
right.
have
It is
you
always a
around.
pleasure.
It's
Thank
nice
you.
to have you around,
Yeah.
and so it's a great show that we put together.
Yep. And we will see you soon.
At Bannister Center in Providence, our mission is to provide innovative rehab and dedicated, skilled nursing services in a comfortable, dignified environment. Our caring and compassionate staff is dedicated to engaging patients in a healthy lifestyle that leads to faster, more effective rehab. We have set a new standard of excellence to meet the physical, social, and spiritual needs of each resident.
If you need rehab after injury or surgery, I recommend Bannister Center. Go there. Get stronger.
Since 1981, Garden Hills Fruit and Deli in Cranston has been your neighborhood market. Springtime is the perfect time to discover what's in store. From the freshest produce to the highest quality certified Angus beef, Garden Hills has it all. Everything you need to make your Easter celebration delicious and delightful. Our made-to-order deli sandwiches are the best around. We cater party platters, antipasto trays, finger sandwiches, and so much more. Garden Hills Fruit and Deli is a trip to Italy for your senses.